Liam Smith shouldn't have apologised. So first off, congratulations to Liam Smith, who got an incredible victory over Chris Eubank last night. Really fantastic. And a lot of people were doubting that he was going to get the win because they were saying he didn't seem that confident coming into the fight. There you go, he proved everyone wrong. Now that's said and done, it's time to talk about the woke crowd and what they're angry about now. So in the pre-fight press conference, Liam Smith insinuated that Chris Eubank is gay. And now all the woke crowd and all the media is coming out saying that he's homophobic. First off, here is the clip that everyone is angry about.
Has he got under your skin or in your head at all?
You're joking, aren't you? There are 4 better fighters than Chris. You know, how could he get under my skin? Like saying 50% and turning up in KFC jackets. Because I replied to him, people think he got under my skin. Like, you know, I can't get under my skin. I think I'm going to lose sleep.
You don't slide into another man's DMs if you're not.
Chris, you made a cunt of yourself,
right?
mate. You put a picture up and your video is in my DMs first. I replied to you.
I tagged you in a pic.
And it comes through as a DM.
Which where
it comes through as a DM, did it not?
I was gonna
you made a cunt of yourself. You put it on social media and got slaughtered for it.
Yeah, no. Well, listen. You slid into my DMs. You sent me a direct message.
Yours come into mine first, and I replied to it.
I'm used to seeing girls in my DMs. I'm not used to seeing guys.
Chris, you're going on about girls, mate. Has anybody in this room ever seen you with a girl? Have you got something to tell us, really? Because you're 33. You said on the programme, you know, when you have kids. I know this is just for no laughs or nothing. Do you want to tell us something? You're putting pictures up in Neymar and limousines. Do you want to tell us something? Because nobody in this room has ever seen you with a woman.
Listen, my private life is my private life. You know, that's irrelevant to the boxing. But you know, listen, I'm happy. I'm comfortable. You know, I'm
if you're happy, and just tell us.
What would you like to know, Liam? What would you like to know?
Have you got something to tell us? You want to tell us? You're 33, you're going on about you having kids, you've got to have a woman to have a kid, mate. Like, do you want to tell us something nobody's ever seen you with a woman?
If you've got a personal question to ask me directly, then you can slide in my DMs or you can do it right now. But
I'm not that type of way, mate. I like women.
You like women, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Let's look at this a slightly different way, and let's...
I personally thought that was actually quite funny. At the end of the day, it's trash talk. Now, I can see how the woke crowd have taken that and said, well, if he is gay, what's the big deal with that? Is Liam Smith saying that there's something wrong with being gay? Shut up. When you look at these sentences completely devoid of any context, it can seem like someone's being very homophobic, but they're about to have a fight. Adrenaline is flowing. There's a bit of bad blood. You even heard when Liam initially said it, have you got something to tell us? Everyone laughed because we as men know what he's saying. And now you've got articles like this coming out. Chris Eubank responds to Liam Smith's bizarre "you're gay" jab by turning up for their weigh-in, wearing the same rainbow armband the football captains were banned from sporting at the World Cup in Qatar. The whole World Cup narrative, that was absolutely ridiculous. You're trying to change another nation's culture. Just don't have the World Cup at Qatar if you want to push the whole LGBTQ stuff. So you can see here, he was wearing the LGBTQ flag, which, fair enough, that's completely fine. But I can't help to feel like it's pandering, just because they've had a little bit of a back and forth about you're gay, no, you're gay, no, you're gay. I've got to make sure no one takes offence to this. I know what I'll do. I'll wear the rainbow armband, just so people know that I'm not homophobic. You can look at those comments and go, well, okay, it was a little bit out of line, but at the end of the day, the fighters, it's going to get heated. Now, Liam Smith has came out and apologised for the homophobic comments.
Dust has settled from your side. How do you feel about what you said?
Of course, you know, the exact same. You know, I apologise to anyone offended by what I said. I'm not homophobic in any way, shape or form. I'm far from it, and you know, that's not me as a man. So if anyone's offended and I come across the wrong that way, then I apologise. But it was just a couple of words with me and Chris that got said that shouldn't have got said really, but it was just like I say, the heat of the moment, and I apologise over that.
Do you think your reputation's been tarnished in any way because you're a popular fighter?
Yeah, like I say, maybe so. Some people might, believe me and say it was the heat of the moment. Thanks. Some other people might be offended. Like I say, I can only apologise to them people and just tell them straight that I'm far from a homophobic man. That's not me as a person.
Now, obviously, Liam handled this interview pretty decent. He came across well, decent-mannered, he apologised. I just don't believe he needed to. Now, here's my problem. Why are we ignoring the fact that as men, we say this stuff to each other? We call each other fags, we call each other gay. That's how men have operated. And if you're one of these men who doesn't do that, then the chances are you haven't got a close circle of mates where you've got that bond where you all rip each other. The reason why being gay is an insult to someone who's not gay is because they're not gay. If I'm sitting there with a bunch of mates and we're all ripping into each other and I say, shut up, you're gay, and then he actually says, listen lads, I've got something to tell you, I'm actually gay, we'd all be like, oh really, okay, I'm sorry, like, that's completely cool, if you're gay, you're gay. That's fine. And then we wouldn't think anything different of him. It's a male thing. I like women. It's a big part of who I am because I am straight. Now, if I do something that slightly opposes that narrative that I like women, and my mates go, you're gay, now that's going to be ripping into me because I am obviously not gay. We do this as men. We call each other bitches. We call each other all the names under the sun. If I call my mate a little bitch, that doesn't make me sexist. That doesn't make me a misogynist. That doesn't make me hate women. Now think about this. Imagine the entirety of this fight and the build-up as isolated incidents, meaning the pre-fight press conference, the actual fight itself, then the post-fight press conference, and no one wrote any articles about them whatsoever. Do you think anyone would have been talking about Liam Smith's comments or have been outraged? Maybe one or two people. The majority of people would have been sat there laughing or discussing who came out on top with regards to the verbal warfare and the mind games. That's what all this is. The only reason why Liam Smith had to apologise is because there's a few fannies out there who've wrote an article saying homophobic comments. Liam's not a homophobic lad. For what it's worth mentioning, I actually went to school with him. We were in the same year. We were in a lot of the same classes. And he was quite a chilled, cool, calm kid. He wasn't a scally. He didn't go around picking fights or anything. He didn't bully anyone. People just love to make a media frenzy out of nothing. Look at some of the stuff Mike Tyson said. Are we going to cancel him and force him to apologise? Look at the stuff Conor McGregor said. Are we going to cancel him and force him to apologise? How about Colby Covington? Or was he racist? Are we going to cancel him and force him to apologise? Stop removing all the context from the actual situation. It was a back and forth, trash talking session. Every single lad who's watching this video right now, if you would have had a camera and a microphone on you on every argument that you've ever had, you know you would be screwed. You'd be cancelled and your reputation would be destroyed because we've all said bad things, especially when the context is removed from it. They want to extrapolate that sentence and twist it and add their own narrative to it. Liam Smith, homophobic comments. Shut up, it was a bit of trash talk. He's not homophobic. Calling someone gay or the F word doesn't make you homophobic. So stop with all this woke nonsense. If you're watching this, congratulations, Liam. That was a boss win. And commiserations to Chris Eubank. Welcome to the channel, all my new subscribers. This channel is going to the top. We talk about everything man-related on here. Fitness, money, business, fighting, martial arts, women, lifestyle, and general hot takes and commentary on all the crazy crap that's out there these days. We're just about to hit 10k subscribers. Hit that subscribe and like and drop your comments down below. Do you think Liam Smith was homophobic? Do you think he overstepped the line? Let me know below, and I'll see you tomorrow.